it's time to pack. You have 2 days of traveling ahead of you, and you haven't eaten anything other than 2 bags of chips today.
In Russian tradition, you sit down before every trip for good luck. You know, the only way anyone's gonna survive a day in LA, in downtown LA, like near the airport where there's like a lot of homeless people, is by blending in. You have to look like one of them, like one of those crazy people shooting up heroin. You need to blend in. So hence me looking like I do. It's so that I don't stand out, you know, and they just think I'm one of their sisters and I'm part of the family, and that's it. I can go along my business. So, little update here. I'm still in LA. I've been here since 10 a.m. in the morning. What happened is, I had all the documents I needed, I swear to God, but I didn't have the correct COVID test. I had an antigen test, but I needed a PCR test. And literally the lady at the check-in was like, we cannot let you through because if you get to Thailand and you don't have a PCR test, they won't let you in the country. They'll send you back on another plane, like back here. And I'm like, well, what do I do? And she's like, well, you have to go and get a PCR test. I'm like, what the heck? She's like, yeah, and it's going to take a really long time. I'm like, how long's that? She's like, 3 hours. I'm like, what? I'm going to miss my plane. She's like, yeah, you're going to miss your plane. And I'm like, well, fuck. What do I do? And she's like, okay, well, we can transfer you onto another plane. I'm like, how much is that going to cost? She's like, it's free. We'll just put you on a 10:25 p.m. plane instead. And I mean, I had no choice but to say, okay, let's do that. And so that's what I'm doing. I went to get the PCR test. Thank God. I literally walked out of the medical office. I think it's called Reliant Urgent Care. I walked out of there after getting my test result, which was negative, thank God. I looked up at the sky and I said, thank you. Only downside is I have to wait in the airport for so many hours. Okay. When I say that I'm literally in shock, I'm literally in shock. I'm so used to Phuket being so carefree and easy, and you literally come to the airport and you go through one security check where they stamp your passport, they tell you to smile for a picture, and then you leave, and that's it, like literally no questions asked. And now I couldn't film inside the airport because everywhere you look there was like a no photograph sign, but now it's insane. Okay, so first of all, you come out of the plane and there's these like all these like white chairs. I'll insert a photo so that it makes sense. And everyone who just got off the plane has to sit there and take out like 5 things of documents, like a Thailand pass, immigration, passport, whatever, and then they check them, and then you get into a line, and then you go through a booth where they check those same documents again, and then you go through immigration where they check your passport, and they take your fingerprints. I've never been asked. I've lived here for 13 years, and I never in my life gave the Phuket government my fingerprints, but today I had to. And maybe I seem like I'm overreacting, but like this is just not, like I'm so not used to this, especially coming from San Diego, where nothing really has changed in terms of COVID. I mean, like what's going on here is insane. Like you would think, oh, Phuket, like a really small island, just a couple 100,000 of people live here. Wait, is it even 100? It's actually 79,308. Not many people live here. You would think that, oh, they're not really gonna put any regulations into place. I haven't seen a more strict country. I mean, I've been to Ukraine. It wasn't this bad. I went to New York. It wasn't this bad. This is so bad. After immigration, you get out. At that point, I'm like, okay, I can just walk out the door and call a taxi and go home. No. First of all, you have to buy a PCR test, which costs 2,200 baht, which is literally what some people make in a month here. So it's actually only $70, but in Thai baht, it's a lot of money. Like 2,200 baht is like not cheap for Thailand. You buy that test, then you walk through this door, and then there's a load of people, and they tell you to go to a booth with a number. And these people, I swear to God, there's like this booth, and there's people inside the booth, and it's glass, and then they put their hands through these 2 plastic holes, so that literally no air goes into the booth and no air comes out. Just their hands are there, and they're wearing like gloves going all the way up their neck. Like I'm serious. And they take a swab test in your nose, put the sample in, retract their hands, and that's it. And then after that, they literally take you by your shoulder and they walk with you to a taxi station. And I thought I was gonna call a Grab taxi where I can get a taxi to my hotel for like $400, $500. No, you can only take a taxi through the airport service or through the hotel service, but it's the same price because they're all in it. And it cost me 800 baht. I mean, okay, am I complaining about prices here? A little bit. Yes, because before it was so cheap to travel into here, and now it's just like all these extra costs. But more than that, I'm just so bewildered by how strict they've become. Phuket has been this carefree place. Thailand is known to be very lenient, and now all of this is happening. Maybe it's a good thing. I'm just expressing my shock at the situation, really. So, okay, here's the catch. Now that I'm in the hotel and I fully checked in and everything, I can't leave until I get a negative test result. But I'm gonna try to leave anyway. Hopefully they don't recognize me, because I mean, when I came in I looked like a homeless man, and now I look, well, not like a homeless man. So honestly, I'm not trying to even do anything. I'm literally not even meeting anyone. I need to go to 7-Eleven to buy soap because they didn't give me any soap. Like, how am I supposed to take a shower? She's like, go take a shower and then come down and you'll feel better. Okay, yeah, take a shower with what? Just water? Like, so I need to go to 7-Eleven, and I also want to go see the beach, because the beach. So let's see if this works or not. Vámonos. Okay guys, well that was literally the easiest thing ever. I walked downstairs and I just walked out and no one said a word. I did pretend though to be speaking Russian on the phone to someone so that they wouldn't disturb me, and no one said a thing. I mean, I literally don't look like the same person. Oh my god, here it is! World famous baton. So everything looks so dead. I remember this place like on Songkran, on New Year's, it's always bustling, and now I think literally everything's closed. My taxi driver was like, yeah, everyone is out of a job here, and I'm like, really? I don't believe that, but now I kind of do, because this used to be like a very busy place and now there's absolutely no one. Wow. And so down there, where I won't go, there was this place called a 7-shot bar, where you get 7 shots of tequila for 100 baht, which is like $3. Except that it wasn't tequila, it was straight ethanol, like the thing that you clean your nails with, like the nail polish remover. I don't think I'm ever gonna go back there again. Now, one like cool thing about Baton is that you're going through the street, there's all these clubs and music playing and usually a lot of people. And then you walk through and you reach the beach and it's beautiful, and I'll show you now. Oh, that was a tuk-tuk. Remember I was talking about a tuk-tuk? That's a tuk-tuk. This is another one. Trying to find soap because, as I said, my hotel didn't give me soap, and I also probably need to get water or something to eat because I haven't eaten anything in like absolute like 36 hours. Like, I mean, I ate, but like beef jerky and dried mango doesn't count, does it? So this is dried squid, spicy dried squid. That was like my thing when I was younger. But anyway, I'm in a Family Mart, which is a Thai version of a 7-Eleven, even though they also have 7-Eleven here. These are also really good. They're called Mama Noodles. You know, it doesn't say that on the package right now. Let me try to find one that does. No, I guess not. But anyway, yeah, they're called Mama Noodles. Basically instant noodles, but the Thai version. Very, 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 very good. You know, a lot of people ask me, Claudia, why is your favorite animal a pigeon? Well, because look at them. Look how puffy and cute they are, and look how they do that thing with their neck. And that's the only bird you really see here in Phuket. So, yes, that's why my favorite animal is a pigeon. Guys, it's the Ukrainian flag. Hello. So this is actually a 7-Eleven right next to my friend Malvika's house, who lives in Patong. Oh god. Look at that. Gross. Anyway, so she lives by here, but she's doing CrossFit. But I actually took a picture at this Patong. That's one of my profile pictures on Facebook. So yeah, full circle, I don't know. Anyway, I bought sunscreen from Watson's, and I'm gonna apply it because I don't want to burn. That would not be fun. It's like 37 degrees Celsius, which is, I have no idea what in Fahrenheit, but it's not the vibe, my friends. Here's a travel hack. If the safe in your hotel room is this size and your MacBook is this size, and you need to leave your hotel room and you're worried that someone might take it, put it under the mattress. Hey guys, so I knew that taking a nap wouldn't end well, and it didn't, because literally woke up at 10 p.m. And now I'm screwed because I don't want to go back to bed, but I should because I need to wake up tomorrow and have a normal day, etc, etc. But yeah, I mean, I guess this always happens when you travel, but I'm gonna try to get some food because I realized I only ate like pizza today, which isn't good. I tried to go to the restaurant down at the hotel, but everyone's like smoking, and that's fucking gross. And I can't sit next to that, and there's no other tables other than that place where they're all smoking, so I'm not doing that. This is a roti, and it's basically, I think another name for it is a Muslim pancake or just a Thai pancake, and it's very thin dough, and then they fry it and you put whatever you want in it, like bananas or Nutella or condensed milk. This is really good, I recommend. Good morning, great news. I get to go home today because last night at like 11 I got an email from the Thai laboratory saying that I don't have COVID, so I'm free to go wherever I want, which is great. So I'm going to go home today. Is my hair greasy? Yes. Did I wash it yesterday? Also yes. Welcome to the tropics.
We love that.
this is the mall of Patang. It's called Junk Salon. And I'm gonna go see if it's open. Holy shit, it's not open. Okay, that might not be weird to anyone, but for me that's so weird. This place used to be open 24 hours a day. I mean, not necessarily this mall, but this whole like area, and everything is closed and barricaded, and it's so weird. Guys, look at this. Kwas, borscht, okroshka, olivier. Those are all Russian staples in their food cuisine. I'm surprised they have, actually I'm kind of not surprised. I think the majority of tourists that come to Phuket are Russian or British. Oh my god. Well, first thing I walk in and there's a, I don't know, what? So, fun fact, this used to be the window that I used to sneak out of. I'm so sorry, I really hope an employer or something doesn't watch this, but I was 15, everyone does this when they're 15. So my bed used to be here in this like section, and it fit perfectly and it was kind of nice, and then they moved it, I don't know why, but so yeah, down this roof and then onto one of those trees, and then there's like a ledge over there that's a wall, and I'd get on the wall and then I'd jump off the wall and then I would go out the gate, except the gate was usually closed, and I would climb over the gate because it makes a creaking sound when it opens because it's like one of those mechanic gates. Now don't come at me. Don't come at me because my parents already know, alright? We already discussed this. Everyone found out. It's fine. No problem. I am not exposing myself here. Everything is good, okay? It's just a fun little story. So, yeah. This shout out to Lols. This was, I think, the best birthday present I ever received. I feel like no one cares about this, but it's interesting to me, so okay. Wow. This is something that my school like gave us at the end of the year, to like for us to remember our class, I guess. I think I was born with buck teeth. Like I literally came out with buck teeth. I mean, how does a kid that age have buck teeth? 2011. Me with straight hair. Actually, it was never straight. This was me trying to make it straight, but I've never had straight hair because I have curly hair and it's impossible to have straight hair when you have curly hair. Does that make sense? No, but I mean, there's worse, okay? There's worse. There's worse pictures out there and there's worse eras for me, but that was not it. Ah! This is 2014? 2015. Oh no. Oh god. Nope. One of the things about being an only child is that it's only your pictures on the wall at your family home. And sometimes it feels a little bit arrogant, even though, I mean, I guess it's not my fault, but yeah. Shout out to Lols again. Me in 2007 on New Year. When I tell you that tastes like childhood, I'm being very honest. So I love dogs and all, but I really hope this one's nice because I don't feel like getting rabies today. So I'm actually gonna cross the street. So I think that's like the only downfall of walking in my neighborhood is the stray dogs. You never really know if they're gonna end up being nice or not. Nothing's ever happened, thank God. But yeah, that's the one thing that freaks me out. I mean, I don't care like walking next to motorbikes and cars and whatever, but dogs, yeah. You never know. If I videoed every stray cat that I saw here, this whole video would just be stray cats. You know, I completely forgot about how tired the heat makes you. There we go. Keep it PG.
Hello, hi.
Swadika, do you speak English?
Yes.
I was just wondering if I could rent a car. Today, I am renting a car. And I'm getting that car. And it's costing me 650 baht per day, which is like a little over $20. And it's also requiring a 3,000 baht deposit, which is, I'm not even gonna jinx myself, is refundable, and I really hope I get that refund back. So driving might not seem like a big deal since I drive in the States, but it is a big deal here because they drive on the other side of the road. And I'm not saying wrong side of the road because is there really a wrong or right? No, not really. And if you considered it wrong or right, if you believed in wrong or right, then maybe Thailand would be right because Thailand existed as a country longer than America has. So, you know, who can say? Yeah, so here in Phuket, they drive on the left side of the road. So I always have to tell myself, stay to my left. But even not considering that, I think the thing that I'm most concerned about is the fact that there's so many motorbikes and they all drive like they're ants. And what I mean by that is that they think that they can pass through anything and weave through any part of the road, whether it's on the pedestrian sidewalk or in between two cars or whatever. And it's really hard to see them because they're super small motorbikes. It's not like one of those Harley Davidsons that everyone's driving. They're small motorbikes, and usually there's a lot of people on one motorbike. And if you touch them, like, and they fall, you're screwed. I got the car, and I'm freaking the fuck out. And it was the guy who gave it to me was Russian, and after I told him that I only drove in the States and I never drove here, he's like, and I'm like, and he's like, okay, well, here's the keys. Good luck. And I'm like, great, thanks. Спасибо большое. Anyway, so here we go. Wish me luck. Guys, I did it! I did it! I drove to 7-Eleven. This is not my local 7-Eleven because my local 7-Eleven is on a really freaking busy street and there's no designated parking, so I didn't want to drive there. I mean, there's no designated parking here as you see either. I mean, that's literally, the parking spots there are literally only for motorbikes. So you park in the middle of a lawn, but I mean, I did it. Guys, so the thing that screws me up the most is this. The wheel is on the other side, so I'm used to doing my blinker here, but that is the windshields and my blinker is here. And then I'm used to using this hand for all the changing gears, but instead I have to use this hand because it's over here. When I say that I got lost coming back from 7-Eleven to my house, I'm not lying, and that's kind of sad. Oh fuck, I don't know where I am. Well, eventually I'm gonna reach the main road, and I guess from there. But, see, the thing is, I know how to get to places from my house, but then ask me to get back, and I'm like, bro, am I in like Antarctica? I have no idea where I'm going. So I took the wrong turn, and then I ended up in like some village, and I finally got home. And you know, this thing, I forgot about Thailand, but it's true. Dogs don't, like stray dogs, don't give a shit. Literally don't. Like, you'd be driving down the road and they're in the middle of the street, lying down, and you're this close to them and you're beeping and they're just laying there like,
what you gonna do about it?
you literally have to get out of your car and like start throwing little pebbles near them so that they walk away, because otherwise, I mean, it feels like you're gonna run over them. I mean, maybe when you're this close to them, they might walk away or just get up or something, but you don't really know if they're gonna do that, so I always make sure that, but I forgot how annoying that is. It's a little update. I'm standing here drinking my tea, and then all of a sudden I see this. You see that? Oh fuck. So why does the car do that? I have no idea. Back in my baby, I'm actually already addicted to the car and the freedom that I have driving. went to 7-Eleven to get some essentials, a SIM card, so now that I can actually know where I'm going and have a GPS and have internet outside of the house. As I was standing here and not really doing anything, I figured that it would be wise and useful to give you a piece of advice, and that is, when you come to Thailand and you need a SIM card, go to 7-Eleven. Go to your local 7-Eleven, and that's where you buy stuff like that. Don't go to a tourist booth. Don't buy it in the airport. They're going to overcharge you, and they're going to give you some crap plan. What you need to go is you need to go to 7-Eleven, you buy a SIM card, and you buy something that looks like this. This was 300 baht, and it gives me 8 days of internet, as in like 5G or 4G, and local calling. So 8 days for 300 baht is, I mean, a steal. That's like $10, $9. You guys see this road? This is not even a road. This is the road I have to take to get to a beach, okay? So let's just hope it's worth it. Well, I guess we made it to Freedom Beach. It's this sign. Tells us we made it. It's a pig. So now I'm making my way down this. I mean, I honestly don't even know how this is here and how they made this, because we are literally in the middle of a rainforest. But look. Guys, I made it. What the heck? That literally took me, I think, 15 minutes to get down.